Here at Bellevue, and we got a northbound approaching the south end of the yard entrance here, South Buckeye Street. Good spot to watch. SD70M and ACU 44.6M and SD70 ACU hauling. See, he's going in down towards the south entrance to Mormon Yard. After the coal, we've got some general merchandise now, so not a unit coal train, just the front half. See some unit coal cars coming in here. I believe they're empties, but still. So this thing began with loaded coal, had a lot of general merchandise. Now you got some empty coal cars on the end here. Just like ones you would normally see coming out of the Powder River Basin. You guys can see why there's 3 locos on the head of this. Even though it is going slower as it approaches the yard and enters the yard, it's still quite a long train. you see he's slowing even more as he's entering the yard. So as you can see, I don't like to normally step out of the street here. He's still got a long ways more to go here. If you look down, I'll make sure that I'm on the street, so I didn't want to push the car. This is quite a long train. I would have to say if this was on CSX, they would be doing distributed power, but NS hasn't really caught on to that yet, around this area here at least. CSX has been doing it on the CNO. It goes from Toledo down to Columbus a little bit. They've been doing it on the Big Four, the Indianapolis to Cleveland line quite a bit. Even on the B&O, I've seen coming out of Willard towards Cleveland. So NS, they should probably catch on to it, because when it comes to getting a long train like this moving, it's going to have difficulties. The old tower here in Bellevue. Here at Bellevue, had a single EMD an SD40-2 loco. He's running light. He's heading out on the Y to go down to the nickel plate, or actually the the LS-MS line, and it goes to Clyde and Fremont. Going down the switch. Here we got a northbound at Bellevue. Looks like he's got auto racks in tow. He had the green signal as he approached the south end of the southwest side of the Mormon yard. So auto racks. As of now, it looks like it's a unit train, but we'll see. Looks like brand new pickups inside. Looks like full size, maybe Chevys. See some SUVs or some small crossovers. This train here is going to be bypassing the yard because he had a green. A lot of the trains here, they end up getting yellows, obviously, because they're going to be entering some of the holding tracks in the yard. I believe this train, since it's a unit one, it's on one of the bypass tracks, and that's why he's still maintaining a decent speed considering he's going into a yard. He's going to be going around it probably on the, like I say, one of the loop tracks, the through tracks. They really need to classify a unit train. Actually relatively quick for trains to come through here in Bellevue. For those of you guys that watch my videos, that's one of the reasons I don't usually come here. Bellevue and Fostoria, while there is a lot of action, usually they're slow. I don't like slow, so. Hey, we're here at Bellevue and we have a northbound coming right near South. In case you guys are watching my videos, I did want to make a correction on my last one. The unit auto rack train was actually headed to Sandusky. They do have Ys up there they occasionally use to route things on the old NYC water level route. And I believe that's where that auto rack train was headed. So, for those of you who watched my previous video, I do apologize. This one is headed to the Mormon yard though. You see it curls off to the right down there if you see that. Gen Merch. And he is all done. I was just whipping around to show you, but that is it. Short one. We got northbound in Bellevue. He's got slow orders coming in the yard here. We're just about a mile or so south of the yard. We're on South Buckeye Street here, which is just east of the Rail Museum, where these lines used to cross at one point in time. SD60E and another SV60. So you can see there's another NS train waiting down there, holding at the former intersection on the street above this here. They closed the intersection there, but it used to be one. General merchandise here is definitely coming in pretty slow. Got mixtures of different things here. We got 1075 in these cars, hazmat class. You got some covered hoppers. That's box cars go by, I do believe. Coal cars. Almost the end of this one. This is not too long. As you can see, I was staying on this video because the southbound looks like he's about ready to go here. Hey, I'm gonna stop this one and start. I don't know. It's like he's moving now, so. Good likelihood that the one just coming in came off the NKP line down to Fostoria. And this one here, it's single track a good chunk of the way except for near Green Springs to Fostoria. So he probably was getting the clearance to go out on that. He had to wait for the previous one. Of course, that's just a guess because could go further south down to the Columbus too. And the reason why I said that guess is because the Columbus, the route from here to Bucyrus is double track. So between Bucyrus and Marion, mostly single. So they wouldn't be holding things up if they're heading south normally. So like I said, he's going to be heading probably down the NKP line, Fostoria. He's got 3 on this. I would say that's kind of rare. Probably a long one. D9-40 another D9-44 CW, and the third one's a D9-44 CW. Go ahead and pan back so you can see those. There's their lower notches coming out. The old PRR. This line right here was originally a Pennsylvania Railroad line, and through some different acquisitions, Norfolk and Western, NKP, Norfolk and Western took control back in the 60s of this line, which is actually critical. It's huge for them in Ohio now. Absolutely huge, because they don't really have any other good north-south routes in Ohio. So they run almost everything from southern Ohio up through this line, and then run things to the west if they need to, or east. Got a lot of rail boxes there. I want to pan back here this way. He may be getting a stop order here. He's almost crawling down to a stop. If he ends up stopping here, I'm just going to stop the video here and I'll pick it up later. There's some loaded autos in here. Looks like maybe some Nissans on that one I just went by. Little Nissan Rogues or something like that. And for those of you that have the patience, this is one of the reasons why I usually don't come to, even though it's got a lot of trains, Bellevue, you want to see slow. That's the thing with a lot of different lines coming and going. I usually like seeing some higher speed action, so if you get the patience, obviously Bellevue, Fall Story are your places. Me myself, most of my videos are in Oak Harbor, Greenwich, and Marion are probably my three favorites in this area. So doesn't mean it doesn't hurt to do these once in a while. Obviously, one of the things about coming to CNS stuff is you have a chance to see one of those 20 heritage units. So I know there's some that may be passing through northern Ohio today. Haven't seen any yet, but could be. Got some lumber on this one here. Also have an empty boxcar there, right? The days of the hobos, you can see a hobo get up in there. You don't see that much nowadays. Empty spine cars here. Wouldn't say that's a real common sight in this area, being lumber's not a very hot commodity in most of Ohio. He finally looks like he's gotten some notches. He's speeding up here. Earlier I showed you guys a Loco Light yard job here. He actually went up to the Sandusky line, I do believe, and went out and switched. He's got himself a covered hopper. So I wouldn't say that probably the most exciting, but still switching, so still doing work. So you see they have a little rail park here for the rail fans, but a lot of us, we just sit in our cars. So it's nice to have one though, but usually people just sit over here on the lots behind me. And there's like 3 cars down to my left that are watching. Must not be talkers because they didn't park anywhere near me. So. And he's going to probably be held up here to wait in case there's anything coming in. Well, we'll see. Yeah, and he's probably going to have to wait here just in case something's coming in. Hey, we got a train coming in here from the west, coming off the old LSMS from Fremont, Oak Harbor, Fremont, Clyde. He's coming in. He looks like he has a UP loco in the lead, a CP loco in second, 2 NS locos. So some 4 horsepower. This one's one of those DC to AC conversion units. See off in the distance, he's starting to curl into the yard there. We got some frac sand here. That's one thing you'll see sometimes on this line. This may be coming off the NYC line because I've seen these up in Oak Harbor before. These are probably loaded frac sand cars right here, heading towards the shale and PA. Probably explains why there's 4 units on the front. Even though a couple of them may be dead, I really doubt it. The overpass in the background is State Route 269 connector that gets takes you from Castalia through downtown Bellevue and down to Route 4, a couple miles south of Bellevue. If you see some passenger cars in the background, that's the NKP Railroad Museum here in Bellevue. It's actually a really good museum. They have a lot of freight locomotives. They have a lot of passenger cars and a couple stock, some stock cars, freight cars. It's a nice museum if you guys get a chance. trains like this that I'm going to be critical of Van Ass. They really should be using distributed power like CSX is doing a lot in this region, and they're not doing it. So imagine it'd be really hard to get this type of train started, and even with 4 locos.